All right, today we're going to do an oil change on our Subaru 2019 Ascent. This is a touring model. First, I got it up on our ramps there. I'm going to get underneath and take the bolt off, open the hood, and let's get started. So first, got to get the hood open. This little symbol is a marking. There's a switch underneath here. Open up your hood. The lever is always hard to find, but it's right in the middle. Pull to the left and lift your hood. With this model, I actually don't have an operation to hold it open. And so I've actually got to use my rod here. Lift the rod into place by pressing it up into the hole here, by lifting with the other hand up in that place. Here's our filter we're going to take off. I've actually got OEM parts I'm going to put on there. This one is from Subaru. First, I'm going to release this so that I can actually let it vent, dropping down into our oil pan. Once it's loose, oh yeah, go ahead and lift it up, make sure I got it all the way vented. There we go. For this model, it uses 0W20, OW20. And for this video on truck and SUV, this is an advanced full synthetic oil. This is kind of strange. So I had this done at the dealership the last time, and this is very loose, like it's very loose. So I was actually able to loosen it by hand. I didn't need my filter wrench. So I guess I can't really show you how I would loosen it, but typically I would use my oil filter wrench and I would loosen it and then take it off by hand. So I'm going to loosen this too so I have a little bit of ventilation when I take my bolt off. I'm going to go underneath, take my drain bolt off. When you're going up underneath, there's a little opening right here. And looking up inside, you've got this bolt, but that's not your drain. Let me see. It's this one right here. So you've got a black bolt. See if I can zoom out because it's kind of close quarters down here. And this one is your drain bolt right here. So I believe it's an 11. Let me look. Make sure. Nope, it's not 11 millimeter. Let me get the right size and I'll let you know. Sorry about that. It is a 9/16 bolt. So I'm actually going to use a 9/16 socket wrench and loosen it up. Alright, gonna go ahead and loosen it up, and I'm gonna set my phone down because I really don't want oil all over my phone. So apparently, I'm glad I didn't have my phone in my hand. It shoots out almost all the way to the tire. So you want to have your your drain box on that side and open it from this side. That way you don't get it all over your face and everything. This is exactly why you watch videos before you do it. So I got my hands all cleaned up and I just got a nice shiny watch now. And I've got to get this cleaned up. So I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning this up. And then we'll go ahead and do the filling in part. What I'd like to do now, got most of the floor cleaned up. So what I'll do is I'll actually take this guy off and have a napkin or a shop towel or something ready so it doesn't drip all over the place, make another mess. And then I'll take a clean rag and I'll kind of go around my threads and around that little pan there. Clean that off. I like to go left just so that everything kind of comes off of the threads if it's on there. Lefty loosey. Go around it left ways. And I'll grab my new filter. And I'll take some fresh oil and actually put it around the seal here. go in with it, righty-tighty. And again, it only has to be hand tight. So we're just gonna do with our hand tight. I'm gonna go down and put that bolt on. So I've already got it a little bit hand tight. And it's up under there, so I'm gonna go ahead and crank it down with my socket wrench. Next up will be to remove the yellow cap here. I'm gonna put in a funnel. We're gonna pour in our oil directly into that valve there. Got my oil. I'll go ahead and slowly pour into my funnel here. This is a 5 quarts jug. So right near the bottom, I'm going to start just using my dipstick to make sure it's where it needs to be. I went ahead and drained it, so it'll probably take, and replace the oil filter, so it'll probably take the entire amount. There we go. Right near the bottom of my jug there. I pull my dipstick out here. Let me grab a rag real quick. Rip it off, stick it back in there. Pull it out, and it's right about the first dot there, almost to the second, right where we almost need to be. I'm gonna go ahead and top it off the rest of it. In my funnel. Just clean this lid off a bit. Put some fresh oil around the seal of it as well. Make it nice and clean. No dirt in there if I can help it. No dirt. Not in my house. Fresh oil from that funnel. Gotta rub it around the seal on there too. And put that lid back on there. Alright, I'm gonna do that dipstick one more time. If you could see it from there, let me grab it. Make sure there's no dirt on there. I got good clean oil. Get in there. Oh yeah, right up to there. You can tell. We're good. Took right at 5 quarts. And we are done. One thing a lot of people do is they forget to reset their oil light. So in the Subaru, you're gonna go on here and filter through. There's an up and down and your enter. And you're gonna go through to where it says press and hold, to press and hold enter or view button to access settings screens. So I'm gonna press and hold. What it'll do, it'll take us to where we can change some settings. We're gonna go down, if you just did your oil change like I did, you're gonna go down to your maintenance, click enter. It gives you an engine oil, oil filter. I'm gonna start by going to okay, there we go. I'm gonna go to the oil filter, enter up. So notification date, I can have it notify me on a date or distance, miles, there it is. All right, so I'm gonna click enter on the miles, and I want it to notification at 5,000 miles. Some people do 6, some people do more than that, some people do less than that. I have a friend that does it every 3,000 miles. So I'm gonna do 5,000 miles. I have it go update or set, let me see. Setting complete. Okay, so I think it's an update is what we needed to do. And then we're gonna go back and do, we also did the engine oil. So it shows miles remaining. I'm gonna actually leave the date because it's in the future. So I'm gonna reset the miles on this as well. To reset the oil at 5,000 miles again. Again, you could set this at whatever you want. And get back to update. Settings complete. Should 6,000. I'm gonna change. This 5,000. Enter. Go back and update. There we go. Alright, so it looks like it's defaulted at 6,000 miles. Another thing I like to do is I'll go in here and I'll set my trip A. I can remember how to do it. Just a second. I believe it's this one, average, and it shows the little A there. I'm gonna hold this one and see if it'll reset my A trip. There it goes. Okay, so it's this one right here. So you hit it on A and you can reset it. I usually watch my A trip and I will reset it every oil change so that I can actually watch that count up. Once it gets high enough, around 5,000 miles, I'll go ahead and do another oil change. There you go. I'm gonna back this thing up, clean up the rest of my mess underneath once I move my ramp, and then we'll be good to roll. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos.